Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're fine, I hope you're doing well, I hope you're healthy and happy at home. So, welcome back to another science lesson, and today we're going to finish our learning about life cycle. So, we've already seen life cycle of flowering plants, life cycle of conifer plants, and we've also seen life cycle of other plants and how some plants are reproduced in other ways apart from the seeds themselves. So as we've seen, strawberries and dandelion can be reproduced from the seeds and also from the stems. We've seen that the plant kalanchoe is reproduced by growing some tiny plants on the leaves, and we've also seen that ferns and mosses are reproduced from the spores and not the seeds, because ferns and mosses make spores and not seeds. Very well. Now or today we're going to learn about the life cycle length. How long is the life cycle of plants? Is it the same for all plants? Is it different? Is it long? Is it short? So that's what we're going to study today. So before we start, I believe that you all have your books in front of you. I want you to go to page, hold on. I want you to go to page 139, right here. And I want you to write today's date. And today's date is March the 3rd. Not March, April the 3rd. So April the 3rd, 2020. Very good. So we're going to read the text and then see the chart here, because I see that we have a chart. So let's start by reading the text. Life cycle length mean how long the life cycle can be. Some plants live for only a short time. So we've got some plants that they have a really short life cycle. For example, many desert plants grow flower and make seeds over a period of a few weeks. So we have that we see that some plants that grow in the desert, they can grow and they can make flower, and they can also make seeds. Alright? And all of that can be done in few weeks, like in 1 week, 2 weeks, maximum 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Okay? So that's really short. Their seeds germinate only when rain falls. So when they grow, they flower, they make seeds, the seeds fall on the ground, and that's it. Okay? The seeds do not grow because there is no water, because it's a desert, there is no water. Only when the rain falls. So only when the rain falls, and we know it's a desert, so the rain does not fall often. So only when the rain falls once in a while, the seeds can grow into plants. Very well. Other plants have a 1 year or a 2 year life cycle. So other plants can live for 1 year or 2 years. Okay, so their life cycle can take 1 year, 2 years. For example, farmers have to plant new green beans seeds every spring. That means that green beans, they grow over 1 year. So every year in spring, the farmers plant new seeds. Okay, so this the life cycle of green beans take one year. Many trees can live longer than human. So that means that some trees can live more than 30, 40, 50, 100 years. Okay, so some life cycles are really long, and they can take years and years. The chart to the right, this chart shows the average length of the life cycles of some of these trees. So we're going to see the life cycle of some of the trees that their life cycle is very long. So as you can see in the chart on the right, you have the type of trees, means we have the names of the trees, and then we have how many years the life cycle is. Okay, so for example, the first one is American elm. And we can see here that American elm can live for 175 years to 200 years. So the life cycle of this plant can take from 175 to 200 years. That's so long. And then we have the Bristol cone pine. The Bristol cone pine is the first tree or the first plant that we've talked to when we started this chapter. You remember? So this Bristol cone pine lives for 3,000 years. 3,000 years. That's so long. That's so impressive. Like, it's impressively long cycle. So it's like 3,000 years, and that's a really long time. And then we have Douglas fir for 300 years, and then the redwood for 500 years. So as you can see, guys, these trees can live for over 100 years, and humans, like, not all humans can live for 100 years. So all of these trees live more than humans, and they have cycles that are longer than the human life cycle, and that's really interesting. So we go to number 5, sequence. Look at the chart. List the tree names in order from the shortest life cycle to the longest life cycle, and that's should be easy. We just put them in order, put them in sequence from the shortest to the longest. Yes, and you can clearly say that the first one, American elm, is the first one. Then, very good, then the Douglas, then, very good, then we have the redwood trees, and the last one, or the one with the longest life cycle, is Bristol cone. I want you to go to the internet and look for these type of trees and see how they look. The redwood are really cool. The Bristol cone, we've already seen them. Douglas fir and American elm, I want you to see them as well. So very well. Now we move to question number 6 and question number 7. Question number 6, compare. How are the life cycle of flowering plants and conifer plants alike? So I want you to compare the life cycles of flowering plants and conifer plants. Again, I want you to pause the video and do it yourself and then replay and correct. So we've already seen here, this is the life cycle of a flowering plant, and this is the life cycle of a conifer plant. So the first one has, for example, 4 stages: germinating seeds, growth, adult pollination, and adult plant with seeds. The conifer plant also has 4 stages: germinating seed, growth, pollination, and adult plant with seeds. So here the question is compare. So when we are comparing, as you all know, when we are comparing, do we say the differences or the similarities? Very good. And also there is the key word here, alike, and this should tell us that the things we're considering here are the similarities. So we can say that, let me just change the language. Flowering plants and conifer plants have similar life cycle. Very good. Okay, they have similar life cycle. Their life cycle consists of 4 stages. What are these stages? Yes, what are these stages? Very good. Okay, the first one is, yes, planting the seeds. Okay, we can see it from here. Planting or germinating the seeds. Germinating the seeds. Germinating seeds. Number 2. Very good. Growth. Number 3. Pollination. Nice. And 4. Very good. Adult plants with seeds. Very good. If you have similar answer, then just keep it. If you have different answer, please copy this answer. And then number 7, think about what you learned about plant life cycles in this lesson. How do plants grow and change? So I want you to give me a summary or what you think about how plant life cycles and how the plants grow and change. Yes. You can also, again, you can pause the video and do it yourself and then correct. Okay, so here we can say that plants have different life cycle with plants have different life cycles. Most of the plants grow from the seeds spores, or yes, other ways. Very good. Stems and roots. And also most, let's go to the line. Most plants need pollination, very good, pollination to grow seeds. Very good. And we can also say that plants' life cycles can be short or long. Alright, you can copy this answer, or if you have similar answer, just give it. So with this, we're going to be finishing this chapter. We're just having some activities to do, so we will do them quickly in the next session, okay? But now I will send you
homework, this one, okay? So I'm gonna send you this homework, and this one has the stages of a life cycle of a plant, and you have to put them in a sequence, and then you have to tell me either by writing or drawing what we mean or what you understand by the life cycle, by a life cycle. So this is your homework for today. Please just finish it and send it to me as soon as possible, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.